Good morning. So my name is Yasintha. I represent KLOUDIP. HAZER is an IoT application which brings different type of sensors, devices, and also the analytical information that you can visualize on in forms of widgets or charts and in mobile apps as well as on web interface. So you can see how your sensors behaves immediately on dashboards where it can show you sort of color-based conditions based on the sensor parameter values. And also you can configure automation where the system can take care of certain events based on the behavior of the sensors. So, like we work mainly with any IoT device that's available in the market, and apart from that, we support HTTP or MQTT to get data from other platforms or the custom-made devices. Who needs HAZER? So you know, like now the IoT industry is changing. So earlier we looked at devices and few sensors, but now the requirements are growing, and you have more and more sensors coming. So we need something more practical and easy to view on in form of the widgets and easy to read sensor information rather than looking at like text form of information. So HAZER, it allows usually to communicate between machines and humans, and also to machine-to-machine communication. So example, if in a like warehouse or a vehicle, if the temperature drops, so like it exceeds the required level, it can turn on the HVAC or a dehumidifier to control the bring the condition to the required threshold. And also it allows you to manage sensors, the counters, meters on one screen. And also we have the shared dashboard feature where you can create a dashboard and then include some sensors and share it with multiple users, so you don't have to repeat creating different dashboards for users individually. And also another advantage is here we allow you to share the sensors, not the device. So for an example, when you connect multiple sensors to one device, and maybe you want to share it with different users, so based on their the operation functionality, so here you can share the sensor, not the device. So you have the sensor monitoring, so you can see we have different sensor types. We have the most basic tile, and then you have the linear gauge, simple gauge, and all that. And also whatever the sensors that you create on web application is automatically synced with the mobile application on iOS or Android. So you can see all the real-time information, and also if you want to look at the real-time information from a sensor, you can click on, there's an icon there. It's not much visible here, but you can click there, so you can see the live data from the sensor. And also you can click on a quick button to get the sensor log for a required period from the same interface. You don't have to go to reports and run it separately. You can do it from this interface. And also we use, we have two separate dashboard types. One is for monitoring sensors, which we showed you earlier, and then we have insights board. So this is where we do you can build your own charts, so it's more flexible. You don't have to stick to something like your service provider creates for you. Here you can decide the data sets that you want to create and make it visible to your users. And also these dashboards also can be shared with other users as read-only views, so you don't have to worry about like them changing any configuration or like deleting them or anything. It will be a read-only view. We have the notifications. So as you see, like I'm sure you are familiar with notification types. So we trigger based on certain event like sensor data unavailability, geozone alerts, and so on. So we can demonstrate, notify you on web interface for selected users, and then we send a push notification to Android and iOS, and you have the email, and you have the Telegram Messenger notification, and also we can send SMSs if required. We support SMS server integration, and we have the reports, so you get different type of reports, and you can, based on your widget color coding, the value of the sensor logs will be displayed. As you can see in green which was the accepted range, but what you see in yellow is when it was probably below the required threshold. So for the user, it's easier to understand by looking at the report where it went wrong or required this attention. So this is a mobile application. You get to see all the dashboard views of your widgets and the insight information, and also you get notification management, and we have simple track. So if you have some assets which are like moving, so you can get this information as well. And we support white labeling. So in basic interface, you can change the logo and make it your customer's logo. You can add your logo to make it partially white label, or we make full white label, then we host it for you as a software as a service. And we support, right now we support English, Russian, and Spanish, and also we can add any language if required. And so we have HAZER Premium and HAZER Specific solutions that we have built. So HAZER Specific would be like if you want to sell a certain specific solution like temperature monitoring or humidity monitoring or energy management, stationary fuel tank control. So you can use this application just to sell this as a specific product, or you bring everything together and make it as a premium. So like all this combination could be on one platform. So temperature monitoring, you can get all these nice dashboards and graphical information to show you like what was your average minimum and maximum temperature during certain periods. So the users can immediately see without having to run reports how the temperature or the humidity behavior in a certain environment. So energy monitoring, there also you can see the parameters from the power meters, electricity meters, and also you can build nice dashboards to compare consumption of two like flows maybe, or like two different machines, and also you can get hourly consumption, daily and monthly. So you can see how your consumption is going. And then this is some solution for stationary tanks where you can monitor the tank fuel level real time, and also the other parameters and the location, and also like you can visualize the fuel dispense and also the fuel filling. So it's easy for users to monitor them without again having to run this like go to reports and run these reports. And then stationary water tanks where like people can monitor the water tanks for industrial or homes, and if the utilization of water, and also the water level, if there's some problem with your pump or something, you can monitor all that. And also for fleets, you can monitor your consumption and the fuel tank levels, and the total fleets fail. So again, you can compare, you can make dashboards to compare consumption of different vehicles and so on. And machine hours monitoring, again, you can, so it could be like any machine that you want to monitor, so you can get the parameters from your machine to here via a custom-made device, or like some popular telematics device or from another platform. And then you can see the parameter values real time, and also you can build dash insights boards to get the information about the production hours, the utilization of certain like fuel or something, and then the idling hours and breakdowns and so on. And then we have the basic track and trace as well. So this is mainly for like moving assets. So here you can treat the track, simple track and trace, mobile as well as on the web interface. You get the mileage, where it moved, the stops, and your fence in and outs and all that. So it's basic track and trace. And then this is a case where we did in Sri Lanka, to like where we combined Wialon and HAZER together to win a project. So here what happened was, initially DHL had few fleet of vehicles and then few warehouses, but then later they expanded their business and added more warehouse space, and they started renting this space to different companies. So they had like BLE, or like wireless sensors connected to one hub, but these sensors actually was monitoring different spaces for different third-party customers. So rather than giving reports, they had to provide them the live view of their rack space, or like a freezer container, or like some pallet of goods. So it was required to share the sensor view, not the devices view. So with HAZER, the dashboards, we were able to add required sensors for a specific space and share with the third party, so they get to see the behavior, the temperature behavior, the control of their space. So this is how it works. You can, if you want to integrate with Wialon, you just have to create a trace translator, send it to HAZER via FlashSpeech channel, and then it's well integrated with FlashSpeech. So we work with almost all the APIs to get information via MQTT to give the real-time information, and then we use the calculators and MQTT channel, the PVM, to manipulate the parameters and so on. So it's not very difficult to integrate, like get some data from Wialon. Maybe it requires like few minutes. So it's about it's stable. We've been using it for more than 3 years now, and we keep improving security, and it's easily adaptable, and it's reliable on mobile and webs. And hardware, we support any popular telematics hardware, and like if there's anything that you need to connect from a different platform, you can send this data from HTTP or MQTT and get this information in HAZER within a few hours. So we had some experience connecting devices from Monit and also Things Network, and from some other custom made MQTT applications, where they just needed some application to visualize data like quickly. So we were able to do this within few hours and provide information to these clients. So we sell this as white label solution. So we have the starter package, business, enterprise, and integrate and custom. So we host it, we take care of everything. These are the packages somebody who's interested to can choose from. So you can get in touch with us, and we can set up a trial account for you to test it. So that's about it, and I would like to take if you have any questions.